Hello, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about TANA attempting to scam her fans yet again. I mean, are we really even surprised at this point? Before I get started, I wanted to apologize for the noise in the background because the wind and the rain is pretty brutal here right now. Anyway, late last night via her Instagram stories, TANA shamelessly asked for an MUA services and promised to pay whoever she hires in, as she put it, an abundance of free promotion. Here's what she posted. Looking for an MUA in LA that would want to work together frequently in exchange for an abundance of promo. Wanting to get my makeup done more often for simpler stuff and work. You can also use my face to try out new looks, be your canvas for your Instagram. We can always try new stuff. Looking for someone available a lot, flexible, willing to accept mainly promo as compensation. Is this girl serious right now? According to all the backlash she received for all this, I saw some people mentioning the fact that she earns over $1 million annually on YouTube alone. I pulled up her social blade and sure enough, her yearly estimated earnings are $1 million on her main channel. However, on her vlog channel, she earns an estimated $255,000 annually. It does say in the bio for both of her channels that she is a demonetized influencer, but is that really true? Because according to these screenshots right here, that claim is absolutely false. As you can see, there are ads in both videos from her channels. But then again, is anyone watching this video even remotely surprised that she lies about this too? Another thing that really pissed people off about her Instagram story looking for a makeup artist without pay is the fact that she also bragged in the past about earning more money off an Instagram post than most people earn with their salaries. So combined with all the money that she earns on YouTube from her merch and sponsored Instagram posts and other opportunities, you mean to tell me she can't pay someone to be her full-time makeup artist in both money and promotion? Wow, just wow. As problematic as TANA is, she's usually not a hot topic on my channel. However, it looks like that's about to change. I will say that I have covered her here before for promoting a scam of a company last year called KOOL Cosmetics. Gabby Hanna, another popular YouTuber, also promoted this company. While Gabby addressed this, albeit half-assed, TANA did not. As for KOOL Cosmetics, here's a little bit of new tea concerning the status of the company. When you pull up their website, this pops up. There is a little graphic that looks like a sign that says, "We'll be back soon." And then it says below with a warning triangle with an exclamation point, and it says, "KOOL Cosmetics is currently unavailable." And then it says, "If you're a visitor to this store, please try again later. If you're the owner of this store, please sign in to resolve this issue or contact support." By the looks of this, it seems as though KOOL Cosmetics are no longer around. However, if anything else happens with KOOL, if they come back as KOOL or another name, I will of course keep you all in the loop. Anyway, back to TANA's e-begging for freebies and free services on social media. Her search for a full-time makeup artist. Here is some of the backlash that she received on both the subreddit Choosing Beggars as well as on Twitter. First, here are some comments from the aforementioned subreddit. This comment reads, "Hey, can you do this for me for exposure? It's the same old BS I got tired of hearing at this point. Even if she is famous, doesn't give her the right to simply hire someone and use exposure as payment. People are doing their jobs for money. If they're good at their work, they'll get the exposure they deserve, not through some influencer, and it'll feel 100% better knowing you got where you want to be with your own hard work." This next comment reads, "TANA makes so much money off her stupid YouTube channel, she should be able to pay for a service. She went to Coachella for God's sake." This next comment reads, "Not a good look considering she flaunts her money at every chance she gets." And the last comment that I'm going to read from Reddit reads as follows. This girl has posted photos of her at Coachella both weekends and at the Versace mansion. She even threw a convention where she tricked kids into wasting their money to faint from dehydration in a hotel parking lot, and admitted that she was just taking their money, but she only wants to pay with quote-unquote exposure. And now on to some of the Twitter backlash. My good friend Rainey Savage tweeted this out, and she said, "And when TANA said she's looking for someone available a lot and flexible, she really means she's looking for someone who won't care when she sleeps through a scheduled appointment and bails. An abundance of promo from TANA instead of actual payment is not worth it." Another person wrote, "Just saw a bitch who constantly talks about how rich she is and how she makes a person's entire salary for one post on Instagram post a call for a makeup artist to do her makeup for promo as compensation, and I am gobsmacked. MUAs deserve to be paid for their work, TANA Mojo." This next tweet reads, Tana, pay for the services you're requesting. You've got the cash. You've got some gall to even suggest paying in promotion. Promotion doesn't put food on the artist's tables. Someone else commented, Tana, I love you, but this is unacceptable. Mainly promo is compensation. Yes, you have a large following and you would give them exposure, but exposure doesn't replenish your kit, cover travel expenses, or pay bills. Pay artists for their work. Now it is this tweet that I'm about to read where TANA Mojo showed up and actually started responding to people. This person posted a photo of the Instagram story and said, TANA Mojo, delete this, LMAO. TANA responded and said, ha 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 ha, why? And people began to respond to her, and one person said, because it's unfair of you to ask someone to put their time and product in for you when all you give them is promo. That's taking advantage of a small business. They're using a $40 minimum of product on you for a, quote, maybe you'll get work through my promo, end quote, pay your artist. This next reply to Tana says, Tana, love you girl, but you're rich, sis. Pay them for their hard work. You're really that much of a cheapskate? Someone else responded to Tana and said, because it's disrespectful, you're better than that, Tana. Pay someone in money and promote them if they're good. Someone else said, pay people for their effing work, you're literally a millionaire. Another person said, pay people for their work, can't exactly buy meals with exposure bucks. Tana responded and said, absolutely, that's why I clarified right now that this would be primarily paid in exposure. Lots of small MUAs hit me up constantly asking me to help them gain exposure, not to pay, so I'm doing just that. Another person responded to Tana and said, or do both. Another person said, maybe because posting about someone working for an abundance of promo is going to look like you don't want to pay the people who work for you. Literally saying you're looking for someone to be flexible and highly available with no pay. Another person said, so she basically doesn't want to pay an MUA for their work. This is so wrong, even for you, Tana Mojo. Someone else said, Tana really just asked for an MUA to do her makeup in exchange for promo. Is she for real? She makes enough money to pay artists for their work. Someone else wrote, literally so gross. She wrote, oh, but small MUAs ask me to do it for exposure all the time. Like, okay, they're just desperate. Doesn't mean you can't pay them for their literal work. Trash. Someone else wrote, hi Tana Mojo, don't mean to be rude, but exposure doesn't pay the bills or help replace or build a kit. Yes, it may help grow clientele, but that's more reason to support artists financially. T-Spill tweeted out and said, exposure doesn't pay bills, pay the artists and creatives what they deserve. Cody Rance responded to T-Spill and said, I've never liked so fast. Clout doesn't pay the bills. She should do that if she likes their work, but she definitely should pay them with cash as well, unless she plans on paying for everything they need to live. Another tweet reads, she could literally pay and do promo. Don't get why it has to be one or the other. With a platform like hers, she could really help someone build their career. Beauty influencer Raw Beauty Christie said, I mean, come on for a minute, let's just look at this objectively. If a brand asked for the same thing of an influencer, they'd be dragged to hell and back all over social media. It's simple, if you wouldn't want to work for free, don't ask or expect others to. And the last tweet from this situation that I'm going to read says, tell me why Tana Mojo is a millionaire and asking for a daily makeup artist in exchange for promo. Promo? Girl, you absolutely make more than enough money to pay artists for their art. Another side-eye situation I wanted to point out with Tana Mojo is that she tweeted this out and a link to her Depop shop, and it says, a bunch of new items listed on my Depop, go off, including lots of notes with my orders. Someone else commented and said, the same girl who made a video about how she had ringworm is encouraging fans to buy her used clothes. First of all, if that's true, that's just disgusting. But anyway, here's what Tana had to say. Girl, 1, these are mainly clothes I haven't worn and are all washed. 2, do you think I wore like a pea plume skirt with my ringworm? 3, ha 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 ha, I can't believe this interaction is real. What is my brand? And now it's thundering like crazy, just as I warned in the very beginning of the video, so again I apologize if you hear it throughout the rest of this video. As for Tana, the moral of the story here is freelance doesn't mean free. Expecting a freelance makeup artist to work for free in exchange for promo is insulting to the artist. It also reeks strongly of being an entitled brat. Plus there's always the chance of Tana's fans not finding that particular artist's work impressive enough to hire. And if the others did choose to hire this artist, it's very likely that they too will expect this artist to give them free services as well, and that's a very bad situation. Another thing, not everyone lives in LA, so some people that live nowhere near there wouldn't even be able to hire the artist, so what really is the point of doing work in exchange for promotion? Okay, so I wanted to talk about one last thing, and that's about Jeffree Star calling out the Sephora Moschino collaboration over on Trendmood's Instagram. Now, before anyone drags me in the comments section, I'm sorry in advance if I mispronounced Moschino, but that's how I heard it said by a bunch of people. Anyway, as you most likely know, Sephora and Moschino recently announced a collaboration together, and the products in this collab look awfully familiar to another company's entire aesthetic. And that company is none other than Crayon Case. While Crayon Case is primarily based on crayons and similar children's art supplies, this collaboration has more of an office theme. Some people think that it's reaching, while others, like Jeffree Star, consider this a blatant copy. Here's what he had to say under Trendmood's post. You guys can all shop the original brand, the Crayon Case, and support indie makeup companies, not thievery. Someone responded and said, Jeffree Star, you're doing the most, fam. Worried about the wrong thing. Supacent probably saw this. I doubt she has crayons and pencils, etc. patented. Crayola couldn't stop her, so how's she gonna stop Moschino? Another person responded and said, love you, but this has been done way before the Crayon Case, and besides, this looks more like an office supply than elementary. Jeffree responded to that last comment and said, you can keep making up excuses for a company that doesn't care about you, but the facts are they completely stole exact concepts from Supacent, and it's honestly sad and wrong. I think both of these collections are too similar for comfort, and if Trendmood did not mention Sephora or Moschino, I would automatically assume it's a new collection from the Crayon Case. And I know I'm not alone in this. With that said, Jeffree is definitely correct here, and I do agree with him. However, I wish he had the same attitude towards Copycat Beauty when he reviewed the makeup line, who literally dupes and copies every single major brand's popular products. I remember watching that video, and since he's quick to drag other brands for copying, I fully expected him to read this controversial brand to filth. I was wrong because his take on it was basically that brands get their products duped all the time, and tried to say that duping is different than copying, which really surprised me. Anyway, that's it for this video. As always, let me know what you think of all these situations down below, and thank you for watching.